house.
Full house.
Check. Check.
Nachman's checking the hell out of this one.
Check.
Check.
He needs them to hit an ace, a king, something that makes them a hand.
Morgan's shown a tendency to bet on the turn, hasn't he? If it gets checked around again.
That's right, Jesse. And there we go again.
300.
Regular as clockwork.
And I wonder if Nachman is going to have so few chips that Morgan almost feels like he has to call for the shove.
Bit of Hollywood here.
I'll tell you what, it's not that far from Germany these days. Budding film industry. And look at that acting. Now, what kind of call is this from Morgan? Anyway, so Fincham said, we really can't have this, John. This blue hair, it's not good for the image of the tour. How long do you plan to have it? And he said, oh, I'm going to get rid of it. Only about a week. Fincham said, okay. He said, I'm thinking of dyeing my hair red next week. Morgan. Well, he's laid it down here. And you know what? I don't know, not the easiest lay down, though. He had some kind of equity there, didn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, ace high might be good some of the time. He had to look at the odds. Obviously, it was a bit too much for him to call. And that's the thing. If he raises the a6 in position, he gets rid of hands that can beat him on the flop. He's let in the 7-3, and the board's come 3-7-3. So, you know, that's one reason why you raise, build the pot with the best hand, and make bad hands pay.
Price, please. 100. 200.
Still happy-go-lucky. It's like Happy Gilmore, really. Does have a swashbuckling style on the tour. He's back on the European tour. Been off for a couple of years, dealing with his injuries and health issues, and now back on the European tour full-time. He had a top 10 finish recently.
Raise.
You see, now talk about taking the hint. He realizes, doesn't he? But you're not sure about it, are you?
Well, he's out of position. His hand's not that strong, but there's an idea in his head. I mean, Daniel might just go straight all in here.
I saw him fold sevens. That was much earlier, and he didn't have nearly as much information on the table.
Yeah, he's
Raise
going
all
all
in.
in now.
That's strong, isn't it? That's a man who wants to win.
Wow, and I don't think he's going to get rid of Graham. Graham hasn't seen many hands. In his mind, he's not... Oh, he's laid it down.
There's a raise and a re-raise. Now I wonder if Morgan, you know, it's not much of a hand.
What's with the glasses? Can you look at me normally? Got something to hide?
If you could see Daniel's hand, he would call.
How much you got there?
He can't. He wants to know how much it is.
I think he's trying to get a read off this gentleman here. He's asking him questions. He's giving him a good look. He's trying to put him in the stew pot. Can he sense tension? It's not a very good hand, ace-8. But it is in a good spot here.
I show you, huh?
Good skills, man.
Every hit. Hold on,
Table's gotten very silent. The internet qualifiers really starting to push these chips fire with fire.
C'est bon, monsieur.
Tell you, the chips have, it's not for a lack of trying, the chips haven't been moving, they've balanced out. But Stevens, the nominal chip leader, and he's deserved every minute of it. And Morgan, 1,500 only.
2-5.
A little pay-per-view.
3-5.
You did mention it. What an internet. How many languages do you think are spoken on this table here? And,
Well, normally an educated man like Jean will speak English, French, maybe a bit of German,
Pass.
Italian, Spanish,
Raise.
and a bit of Chinese.
maybe.
5 total.
Yeah, I think you're right. He is a man of the world, isn't he?
Pass.
Wow. I fear for Sam's future at this table.
Wow.
It's very difficult.
5 total. 3 more. Call.
Wow.
Explain that to me.
This is just not good.
I mean, was he thinking...
It's not a hand that you trap with these step sizes. He should just go all in, make Sam make the decision.
And I mean, Torrance has a chance not to go broke here, I guess.
Check.
Well, what else can happen if Sam goes all in?
I think ace queen's a pretty easy
Check.
call.
Yeah.
Sam's done the right thing. Yeah, Sam's done the right thing. Now the money goes in. This is it. This is it here. Aces and kings with a queen.
Bet the pot.
You're saying Sam's done the right thing. Why? Because he has to realize that Nachman's calling range is so narrow.
Yeah, and he might be a bit aware that he could be being trapped here. I mean, the guy's called a big percentage of his stack. He's obviously not called with any hand. Sam's just turned top pair with a relatively decent kicker. But there is a flush out there. There are 2 kings out there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not. It's effectively bet 1100. Sam's only got 1350.
would Nachman have bet an ace with a lower kicker?
All in.
Raise
Yeah,
all
I
in.
can't see how Sam's getting off this. It's 250 more to Nachman,
Call.
and Sam's going to need
Call,
help.
card space.
Nachman's worried about the 3 kings. Yeah, he's glad to see that. It was really it's an interesting hand. It seemed like on every street that the money should all go in. They managed to all get on the turn. It's just one of those car crashes, really. It's got to be an ace, a king, or a queen now.
Well done, Daniel.
That didn't do it.
And
And
Sam's
C'est la
out.
vie.
yeah, a couple tough spots for Sam, and this game was very
Bonne
active
chance.
for him. He just never really managed to convert good starting hands into big pots.
He was our pre-match favourite. He was coming in here with the most confidence, most experienced player. He's now out in 5th place. And I'll tell you what, not getting those big hands paid off, those queens and those kings, probably cost him this.
He's more than a sporting legend. He
Really well.
is a hero
Thanks, Marty.
in Europe for his performances in the Ryder Cup. And poker table didn't do him justice tonight, did it? Funny sort of hand. I mean, Nachman took an interesting line there. The money did go all on the turn there.
Yeah, Nachman should have gone all in pre-flop, but the money went in on that turn. When that ace comes, Sam's committed. Nachman had the best hand. He had a good kicker.
It was a dodgy hand. I had the ace with 10 kicker, 2 kings. He put a good bet in, bet the pot.